Biomed Nexus Daily Updates, your essential biotech, medtech, and pharma recap. No noise, just what matters. TLDR Revolution Medicines, RVMD, priced 2B in concurrent upsized offerings. 10. 56 million shares of common stock at 142 share, 15B gross, plus 500 mitras in 0. 50% convertible senior notes due 2033. The stock offering was doubled from the originally announced 750. BioWorld called it the largest follow-on stock offering in biopharma history. Novartis, NVS, CEO Narasimhan was appointed to Anthropic's board of directors, selected by the Anthropic Long-Term Benefit Trust. He is the first pharmaceutical industry executive on Anthropic's board. With his addition, trust-appointed directors now hold a majority of board seats. AACR 2026 begins today in San Diego, April 17th to 22. Revolution Medicines has 9 presentations, including a late-breaking session on April 21st, covering earlier-phase daraxonrasib combination data in first-line pancreatic cancer. AbbVie acquired exclusive rights to 2 NaV1. 8 pain inhibitors from China's Haisco Pharmaceutical Group, according to BioWorld. Executive takeaway, 2 days. That is how long it took Revolution Medicines to turn landmark Phase 3 pancreatic cancer data into the largest follow-on stock offering in biopharma history. The company announced a 750 million equity raise on Monday alongside the daraxonrasib results. By Wednesday, institutional demand was strong enough to double the stock offering to $1.5B and add 500 million in convertible notes, bringing the total to $2B. The shares priced at $142 above the $136. $30 close on the day of the data readout and were trading at $149 by midday Wednesday. This is not just a capital raise, it is a statement about market confidence in the RAS oncology platform and daraxonrasib's path to commercialization. Meanwhile, Novartis CEO Narasimhan joining Anthropic's board is the strongest signal yet that AI for drug discovery has moved from experiment to boardroom priority. Narasimhan is the first pharma executive on Anthropic's board, and his appointment gives the Long-Term Benefit Trust a governing majority. Coming 3 weeks after Anthropic's $400 million acquisition of Coefficient Bio, the pattern is clear. Anthropic is building a life sciences franchise, and the industry's biggest players are buying in. Read Full Analysis What to Watch. AACR April 17 to 22. Revolution Medicines is the headline story, with 9 presentations including April 21st, late-breaking data on daraxonrasib plus chemotherapy in first-line PDAC. Watch also for ADC data from multiple companies. Gilead Tubulis Pipeline Context. Daiichi Sankyo ADC Updates. GSK Oncology Data. Revolution Medicines. Settlement. Stock offering settles today, April 16th. Convertible notes settle tomorrow, April 17th. Watch for post-settlement trading dynamics. Anthropic Life Sciences Strategy. Coefficient Bio Acquisition, 400 millimeters, April 6th. Narasimhan Board Appointment, April 14. Existing partnerships with Sanofi, Novo, AbbVie. Anthropic is systematically building pharma credibility. What comes next? A dedicated Claude for drug discovery product, expanded data partnerships, or direct involvement in clinical trial design? Q1 earnings. Season. Pharma earnings kickoff next week. J&J already reported with a modest beat. Novo Nordisk oral Wegovy revenue will be the most watched number. Top story, Revolution Medicines raises 2B in largest biopharma follow-on ever, RVMD. What happened? Revolution Medicines priced concurrent upsized public offerings on April 15th, totaling 2B in aggregate. The stock offering consisted of 10,563,381 shares at 142, usual route per share for approximately $1, 5B in gross proceeds. The convertible note offering was $500 million in 0, 50% senior notes due May 2033, with an initial conversion price of approximately $198, 80 per share, 40% premium, to the stock offering price. Both offerings were upsized. The stock offering was originally announced at 750 meters and the notes at 250 meters. JP Morgan, TD Cowen, and Guggenheim Securities are book-running managers. Stock settlement is scheduled for April 16th. Notes settle April 17th. Why it matters. BioWorld reported this is the largest follow-on stock offering in biopharma history among biotechs, excluding big pharma divestitures of stakes in other companies. The speed of execution is remarkable. Data readout on April 13th, Monday, initial offering announced the same day, upsized and priced by April 15th, Wednesday. The market absorbed a 2-bead raise without the stock declining below the offering price. RVMD traded at $149 midday Wednesday, above the $140 offering price. Executive Impact, Revolution, now has approximately 4 Bs in total liquidity, roughly 2 Bs in pre-existing cash, plus the 2B raised. At the company's current R&D burn rate, 365 meters annually, that provides a multi-year runway covering pivotal trials across pancreatic cancer and NSCLC, potential CNPV NDA filing costs, and pre-launch commercialization infrastructure. The convertible notes structure is smart. 50% interest is essentially free money in the current rate environment, and the $198.80 conversion price gives Revolution 40% upside cushion before any dilution from conversion occurs. Corporate and Business Development's Novartis CEO Narasimhan joins Anthropic board. NVS. What happened? Anthropic appointed Novartis CEO Vas Narasimhan to its board of directors on April 14th, selected by the Anthropic Long-Term Benefit Trust. He is the first pharmaceutical industry executive on Anthropic's board, joining Dario Amodei, Daniela Amodei, Yasmin Rezavi, Jay Krebs, Reed Hastings, and Chris Liddell. With his appointment, trust-appointed directors now hold a majority of board seats, a structural governance milestone. Executive Impact. This appointment sits at the intersection of 2 major trends: AI adoption in pharma and Anthropic's expansion into regulated industries. Narasimhan has been Novartis CEO since 2018, overseeing more than 35 novel medicine approvals and a strategic transformation that divested consumer healthcare, spun off Alcon, and exited the Roche stake. Daniela Amodei called him someone who understands getting powerful new technology to people safely and at scale. The trust majority is significant. Anthropic is a public benefit corporation, meaning the trust's governing majority anchors the company's decisions to its public benefit mission rather than pure financial return. Having a pharma CEO as part of that majority signals that healthcare applications of AI will be central to how Anthropic defines benefit. Coming 3 weeks after the 400-meter coefficient bio acquisition, this cements Anthropic's positioning as the only major AI lab with both in-house pharma domain expertise and pharma industry governance. AbbVie acquires NaV1. 8 pain inhibitors from Haisco ABBV. AbbVie acquired exclusive global rights, excluding Greater China, to develop, manufacture, and commercialize 2 NaV1. 8 inhibitors for pain from Haisco Pharmaceutical Group, according to BioWorld. NaV1. 8 is a sodium channel target implicated in pain signaling. The deal expands AbbVie's neuroscience pipeline beyond its core immunology and oncology franchises. Financial terms were not immediately disclosed. The week ahead now, AACR 2026, San Diego, April 17 to 22, April 25, AACR late-breaking data, daraxonrasib plus chemo in 1L-PDEC, earlier phase, RVMD, April 22 to 24, AS 2026, Las Vegas. Next week, Pharma Q1 earnings continue, Novo Nordisk oral Wegovy revenue, Lilly Foundayo commentary. Late April, Pharma Partnering US Summit, San Diego, Reed, Full Analysis, Biomed, Nexus, Pro, Institutional Intelligence, Brief, 4B war chest and the M&A question. With approximately 4Bs in total liquidity, Revolution Medicines now has enough capital to self-fund its way to commercialization without a partner. That changes the M&A calculus in a meaningful way. Before the Resolute 302 data, Revolution was a late-stage biotech that might need a partner for commercialization. The company was burning $365 a year with no revenue. An acquisition by Merck, Gilead, or AstraZeneca would have provided commercial infrastructure, regulatory expertise, and financial stability. After the data and the 2B raise, Revolution has the resources to build its own commercial infrastructure, file its own NDA, and launch daraxonrasib independently. That significantly raises the price any acquirer would need to pay. The company's market cap now exceeds $30 billion. A 30% acquisition premium would put a deal above 40B, making it one of the largest pharma acquisitions in history. The more likely near-term path, Revolution stays independent, files under CNPV, launches daraxonrasib in 2027, and uses the first-line data, Resolute 303, and NSCLC expansion to justify a premium valuation. An acquisition becomes most likely either A, if a competitor emerges with a rival RAS inhibitor, or B, if Revolution decides it wants a partner for ex-US commercialization. Anthropic's Life Sciences ARC3 events in 3 weeks. April 6th. Anthropic acquires Coefficient Bio for $400 million. 10-person biotech AI team from Genentech's Prescient Design. April 14th. Novartis CEO Narasimhan appointed to Anthropic board, trust-appointed majority, ongoing. Existing partnerships with Sanofi, Novo Nordisk, and AbbVie using Claude in operations. This is a systematic build. Coefficient Bio gives Anthropic in-house biology expertise at the model level. Narasimhan gives Anthropic pharma industry governance and credibility. The existing partnerships give Anthropic real-world deployment data in regulated environments. The sequence is intentional. Anthropic is positioning itself as the trusted AI partner for pharma in the same way that AWS became the trusted cloud partner in the 2010s. The difference, Anthropic is embedding pharma expertise into the AI itself, Coefficient Bio, and into the governance structure, Narasimhan, not just offering a platform. AACR 2026 Beyond Revolution. Medicine's AACR runs April 17 to 22 in San Diego. Revolution's 9 presentations will dominate attention, but other data sets to watch include updates from ADC developers, relevant to Gilead's Tubulis thesis, GSK Oncology Pipeline, Head of Oncology R&D recently teased hotly anticipated data on a pair of ADCs, and emerging data on next-generation immune checkpoint combinations. MedTech oncology data, liquid biopsy, imaging, surgical robotics, will also be presented but in satellite sessions. Catalyst, calendar, April 2026. Forward date, event, tickers, now AACR 2026, April 17 to 22 San Diego. Multiple now found IO or Forglipron, commercial, rollout LLY April 21 AACR, late breaking, daraxonrasib plus chemo in 1L PDAC, earlier phase, RVMD April 22-24 AC 2026, Las Vegas. Multiple next week. Pharma Q1 earnings, Novo Oral Wegovy revenue, Lilly Found IO commentary, NVO LLY H2 2026 Beeline Medicines, Afimetoran phase 2, SLE readout private H2 2026 Revolution Medicines, CNPV NDA filing expected RVMD Sam 26 Sanofi Amlitelimab, AD filing targeted SNY 2026 ESCO, full Resolute 302 data presentation RVMD Q2 2026 Gilead Tubulis close expected GILD Q2 2026 Gilead RCLX close expected GILD Q2 2026 Biogen Apellis close expected BI did within 90 days Neurocrine Soleno close expected NBIX late May 2026 Commerce section 232 report on medical devices expected MDT BSX SYK ISRG June 2026 Takeda CEO transition Julie Kim Takeishi 2 2026 Revolution Medicines Resolute 309 doublet trial initiation RVMDH2 2026 Novo Nordisk weekly US launch first weekly insulin NVO July 1 Found IO Medicare Part D pricing 50-month, targeted LLY July, 31 section, 232 pharma tariffs effective, large companies, multiple mid-2026 Lilly, Retatrutide phase 3 obesity readouts, Triumph program, LY Acept 19 Ultragenics, UX111 PDUFA, Sanfilippo type A gene therapy, Raresept 29 section 232 pharma tariffs effective, all other companies, multiple end of 2026 PHRMA CEO transition N, a Visit the Pro, Hub Read full article, is your company listed in the Biomed Nexus directory, 2104 companies across 14 categories. Claim or upgrade your listing. Sponsorship slots for 2026 are limited. See packages and pricing.